Yeah, that's just one example, folks. That is video of a small portion of hail, not large, but obviously the quantity, or I should say the actual volume of that hail does not look good if it's right outside your doorstep, right? That's in Hamilton County, where we saw this earlier today. And here's a live image of what it looks like. This is just south of Waco, folks. If you're not familiar with Hamilton County, that is from Jason McLaughlin. Live images right now of what it is looking like as it stands at this moment. Damien, I know not only are we talking about south of us, but to the north of the heartbeat of the Metroplex, you're watching this front essentially come our way.
That's right, Steve. Here across the majority of North Texas, you pick your spot. There's going to be a threat of shower storms and severe weather here as we head into this evening, which is why we have that first alert weather day in effect here for the rest of this afternoon, tracking that potential severe weather here for the rest of your Mother's Day. But overall, I do want to point out that at least here for North Texas, we are going to see the storm starting to move in here over the next couple of hours. So now is the time to hunker down, get ready. And you can also download our free weather app to get up-to-date personalized location updates for watches, warnings, and advisories here as we head into this evening. But we will be watching out for that elevated risk of severe weather as we head into this evening. We also have a severe thunderstorm watch still in effect here across parts of North Texas. This severe thunderstorm watch goes into effect until 9 p.m. So we will be watching out for that elevated risk of severe weather. Most of the storms we are tracking right now continue off to the southwest. But as Steve was talking about, we now have some storms north of the I-20 corridor that we will be tracking that will eventually work their way here into the Metroplex as we head into this evening and as we head into tonight. And on radar, we've just seen lots of storms popping up. Now, the good news is the storms that I was tracking earlier this morning that moved through right around midday from the north, from the Red River, those storms kind of muddied up the atmosphere here to the north of I-20. So any storms we see up here for the most part will just be your garden variety May showers. No real threat of severe weather. Some of these storms could produce some strong winds, and we could also see some lightning with some of these storms. But as far as any potential threat for severe weather, that's not necessarily going to be in the forecast. But as Steve was talking about, the area that we are mainly going to be watching out for is going to be the storms up to the west and to the north of I-20. These are going to be the storms right here that eventually work their way here into the Metroplex as we head throughout the next couple of hours. But in the meantime, Steve was showing you the video down here of these storms. You want to talk about a hail-producing supercell thunderstorm? This is exactly that. This is that storm that produced that tennis ball size hail earlier. And you can still see a very powerful, a very distinct vorticity signature, rotation signature here on this storm here, moving into Hamilton right now. And overall, you can see the hail core. We have two hail cores now, one a satellite hail core there just off to the west, the secondary area of rotation. An updraft is developing, but overall, this main hail core definitely producing baseball to tennis ball size hail, tennis ball to baseball size hail, I should say. Every single one of these icons you see here on the map confirmed hail reports from that one specific hail core, including this one hail report from Dublin. This report was at 4:28, so right around 4:30, about a little bit over an hour ago. Look at that, 2.5 inches. That's tennis ball size hail. That's a tennis ball size chunk of ice that fell out of the sky there near Dublin. But overall, what we are tracking here across I-35, we have some showers north of Denton, but we're mainly watching this zone out here to the northwest. These will be the storms that eventually work their way here into the Metroplex. Future track radar is showing 6 to 7 o'clock. We'll see those storms approaching the I-35 corridor. And then after that, between 6, 7, 8, even 9 p.m., we'll be watching out for that elevated risk of severe weather to move in here over the next couple of hours. So now is the time. Just go ahead and hunker down, get ready. The storms are moving in. We'll bring you the first alert. But I also want to point out, after today, look what happens here as we go forward. That cold front that kicked off all these storms drops us into the 70s tomorrow with some lingering rain chances. After that, we rebound back into the mid-80s here with sunny skies for your Tuesday. And then after that, here comes summertime, Steve. We're tracking 90s, sunshine, and then we'll be tracking some more rain chances as we head into next weekend.